2021. When I was young, I thought, what a mad world. How long will the whole thing last? Now it all seems like a zombie movie where you know something has to jump out of the dark. It seems like a normal instinct now. One fractional heartbeat away from you having hair stand on end. I think on the surface, most people are expecting another major event. We can guess all day at the plethora of possibilities. I mean, coming into this contagion crisis, we all knew the possibility of it. There was no real shock to it, and the timing was spot on to cover over a lot of shadiness. I mean, what's going to stop a country every time they're provoked from unleashing germs, or every time a cover-up is needed, or to have a regime change to usher in a new world order with an easier-to-work-with leader at the helm? I guess it's much easier than going to war, but I'm sure no one wants to make a habit out of it. They'll want to change it up next time, as a guess. Maybe hit the data stream with something. Who knows what kind of treachery awaits? Some people say China has used this to their economic advantage and has pulled ahead in the economic race. It may speed it up fractionally, but they took some hard hits in 2020 with all the flooding, quakes, typhoons, etc., causing them to hoover up all the extra grain in the world. And natural resources, lumber, metals, etc. Regardless of all that, their country has been exceeding our production for a while now. Their production of goods is probably 60 to 70% of their economy. And we, the US, have dwindled down to less than 30% production and 70+% services. We went from a major producer to a tourist-based economy. So we're already losing the battle. Regardless of how well we bounce back or adapt a whole new system, the fix is in already for China to accelerate. We would literally have to stop being a tourist trap today, flip to pure cheap production tomorrow to not be overrun. Maybe that's what's happening by destroying the service sector and bringing about the two-tier society, so if you end up at the bottom, you'll take less pay to actually produce. Or a reset would possibly allow for cheaper goods and services. That would only work, of course, if things were priced correctly, not blown out of proportion like they are now. 2021 is going to make 2020 look like a vacation. There's most likely going to be some events that will blow our minds. In order to rush in all of the necessary changes to keep the zombie corporation functional. Definitely going to need some mind and character altering events. Safety harness on, helmets at the ready. We'll definitely need some kind of an accord with our allies, some kind of debt deal. And most likely usher in a fully digital way to transact with them, along with some kind of deal or no deal with our enemies. I'm guessing by mid-year a significant portion of our people will be on the government handouts, and perhaps pleading for more. It's going to be a whole nother round of sensory overload. Do all you can to maintain or gain independence. By this time next year, we will have been to the Twilight Zone and back a few times. Plan on a whole mess of radical changes. It's going to be a mind bender. Thanks for watching. Please subscribe. Pray, love, live.